Hello, hello, testing volume. Hello, hello, testing volume. Okay, that's working. So much stuff I gotta do, man, to get this thing started. Now I get my phone ready. Oops. Get off camera. What? Oh, I got a message. Was my daughter? Okay, I'll just close that. Live chat. Okay. So that is up and running. Oh, let me lower the volume actually. I don't hear myself. Hello world. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great Sunday. $1 million Sunday. Now this is our Kobold I was doing yesterday. I have two cameras. It's one for the art. This is for my face. I'm just adjusting things. So I'm going to continue drawing this one today. I'm going to actually finish it. This is the Kobold Assassin. And I have to work on his body, obviously, which is sort of off the page here, but we get most of them, which is still good. What else am I missing? I'm just comparing, well, there's details on his skin, which I'll do that later. I just want to make sure I don't leave out some of the bigger details. Sometimes I forget. It's not like I draw this guy all the time anyways. Okay. Let's see here. I was making coffee because I don't have my coffee. It might be ready, which is I'm streaming in my garage. This is not the garage, but this is like a room in the garage. It's got the size of a bathroom, and the garage is pretty huge. It's like another house. It's like behind this wall here. It's a huge room. Behind this wall is like a kitchen, semi-kitchen, and then another room, and then the garage is over there. So this is like they added this whole section onto the garage. So my house is like I have to go out this way, out that way, under the overhang, up the stairs. So my house is probably like, I don't know, 40 yards, 50 yards away, which is nice. So it's really quiet back here. But I have to get my coffee. So if you guys can just hang in there, hang tight, I will be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, I got my coffee. I drink medium. Oh yeah, dark coffee is too strong, like tasting. Tastes burnt to me. If you're curious what kind of coffee I drink, it is a Trader Joe's. It's a grocery store in California, and it's Ethiopian coffee. It's really delicious. Back to this guy. I'm thinking of doing the daggers, but I want to get the legs down. Sketch those in first before I do the daggers. I think I will do that. I'm thinking about it. So this is back here. So they have these spikes running all to their back. And they're black spikes. Okay, you got the belt. Just like generic black belt. The buckle would be like here. I'll erase the middle part. If we zoom in a little bit. I'll move this up. So we're working on his legs. Just a belt buckle. Let's give him a rib cage. Details of ribs. That's it. Don't need any more than that. This part goes like this. It's the crotch area over here. Like I said, these guys they're slender creatures. I think, am I on camera or off camera? I think somebody bumped the camera. Dang it. Gotta get the camera right. Leave it alone. So these creatures are slender. They're not big and buffed. And he could have this, like where the hip would be. Hip over here. One over there somewhere you can't see off screen. And so leg here. Leg muscle there. I'm going to erase some of the detailing here. There's too much going on in there. And I use my brush. Look at that, I used the brush. Better than using the hand because then you get like your hand's dirty. And the brush does not smear. Not that this lettuce smears easily anyways. So this leg is back, this one's forward. And let's see what the knees look like. Okay. There's some knobby knees, and then we have a muscle here. Like that. This is the quad muscle. I think this is as far as I'm going to go in terms of muscles. I don't want to make this guy super buffed because he's not super buffed. Excuse me, I'm congested from from allergies. And then we have the calf back here. Is it in camera? Okay, let's move it over. This calf. This is the calf muscle on the top, and this is sort of straight. And then we would give him some knee bones there, like that. And we'll detail for a muscle. And this will trail off the page, so I'm not going to do anything more over there. I will continue. Let's match this up. Oh my gosh, my camera just fell down. Okay, I'm gonna leave the camera off. I ran out of desk space, and it just died. Let me turn that off. There we go. It's gone forever. Sorry, I quote all kinds of goofy stuff from movies, cartoons, things like that. I'm sorry, I'm drinking some coffee right now. Let me mute this. Well, alrighty then. I will continue doing these little details over here, where I was. And these are smaller and smaller. They're bigger up here and they shrink down there. They get more compact. The other leg. Now this one's sort of stretched forward. So we're gonna give it a muscle there. These parts are usually square, especially when the knee's bent. And let's get the foreshortening right. So we're gonna have this leg in front of the calf, and this is stretched out like so. And again, these guys, let me erase this information here. These guys are little slender monkeys. Okay, this is starting to look more like a side view, but it's supposed to be more of a 3/4 view. So I'm gonna probably shorten it a little bit, so you get the 3/4 view effect. Like this. And then with the other calf muscle. But that looks more like a side view still, so let's not do that. I think some of the hardest parts in art is to remember your perspective sometimes. It's easily to you can easily forget. So this is the front of the kneecap, right? You should get this little part that bends there when the knee's bent. So the calf muscle is probably back here somewhere. There's some details there. What else? And then we can have the leg muscles here. I'm doing a little bit of shading. This goes that way. And we have some muscles that go this way. Okay, let me make sure I'm still on camera here. Sometimes I forget my camera. Let's see, what's the bottom of the foot look like? They do have a padding back here. But do they have a toe back there? I wonder. I don't think I gave these guys toes in the back. No, I don't think I did. Okay. No toes back there. So then this has to be in front of this. So we put this line here, and then we start the new one here. The foreshortening is very important in order to get perspectives right. Okay. And the foot is like the heel. And then this is the big toe part. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to sort of do this. Just put down this toenail. And the other toenail would be over here. Right? And then let's erase some of this information. Now these are coming out of his toes, obviously. And he has this going on with his toes. Same thing with this one. And this 3/4 view, so it's sort of like, you know, facing us. This is thicker. Make this one thicker too. I like that better. And then they have knuckles. The knuckle bone. And here we have ligaments and things like that that go up that way. I think the ankle should be higher up here. But actually, I don't think, well, we'll see, because they're wearing ankle bracers. Maybe I should do that next. And they're attached up here. I think this should go this way. Or if it should go this way. I think it should go the other way. Like this. Like that. And there's some straps flying in the back. So since this guy's moving forward, we want these straps sort of flying backwards. And the other one down here. Now the brace, the foot bracers, they widen over here. They're thin here and they're widen over here. And it comes to a point like this. So that's why I didn't want to draw the ankle, because I just had second thoughts, because the bracers would probably cover the ankle. Let me see here. Oh, okay, so it's not. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I designed it. It's actually such a long time ago, I can't remember how I did it. So apparently it's like this. It's just like a fold. And it's pointy here. So maybe I just have this go that way. And I think these have leather straps too. So these leather straps are going to go this direction, like this. Because they also have jewels on this. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 on the leg. 4 gems. There we go. And then the gems we have. These are making oval. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're sort of flat looking, but it's fine. We'll fix that later. Now we know these are leather straps. They're wrapping around his leg, so we want to make it look like that. So how do we do that? Well, we make the leather straps thicker than this cloth that's underneath. This also could be leather. So that's how you do it, like that. Let me zoom in some more so you can see how you do it. Like that. Just a little detail showing that there's a thickness to this leather. Oops. There you have it. Look at that. It's like magic. Okay, now we're going to go over here to the knuckles. Give me that knuckle bone. I could probably make this wider. I feel like it's too small. It's got to be able to stand on 2 toes. So this has to be, the padding underneath has to be wider. So there. And here we have more details here. Doing a little shading. So we get that foot down. I put his foot bracer. And I think that's all the gear. These guys don't have a lot of gear. They just have like shoulder pads, foot and arm bracers, a belt to carry their loot and junk. Sometimes they have backpacks, but just a belt. Maybe this guy's got some pouches. What do y'all think? Maybe I don't know if you can give him a purse. Now I'm thinking, because this guy's an assassin, and assassins are nimble, and they have to be nimble and quick, and they have to be able to move fast, so they can't be carrying like bulky stuff. So what I could do is give him like a strap here. Wait, I'm off camera. I gotta remember my camera here. Could give him a strap, a couple of straps, one here, one over here, and I'm going to make these thick, or give him a thickness. Give this one a thickness. Like that. I'm going to erase some of this information here, just so it's sort of clean looking. Now, and the other side of the strap, it could be a place where he puts his daggers, right? Because he doesn't just walk around with the daggers out. So they could be dagger pouches or what do you call those things? You put your sheaths, dagger sheaths, which he keeps there on the side, and we could put a belt buckle here, something that shows that this is tied. So we'll do this here, one here, and then we have a buckle, another buckle over here. So this is a fun kind of details of doing art. And then we have the other part that you put it through. So he carries one of his daggers in that sheath, and then we're going to put another one in his other leg. And this sort of facing us still, so it'll be like this, and the other one will be like that. And there's got to be some thickness to this. I do the straps first so I can see how it falls on the leg, just like that. And next I will use my click eraser and erase some of this information here. And now the sheath will be on the side here, where he keeps his daggers. It wouldn't be in the front of the leg. So now we get to draw the sheath. Also, it all depends on the length of the blade too. And I think these blades are going to be curved. So maybe this sheath will probably be curved. Let's see here. Maybe it has to be, the sheath has to be thicker than the blade, because the blade has to go inside of that. And then I'll erase this top part. And erase that detail, just to show what the sheath is. And these could be tipped off. Sheaths could be, that's where they sew them, right? And maybe down the side of the middle of the sheath is where the leather is got the seam, where they gotta sew this leather together. So that's how it'd be. Now if he puts the daggers in here, how does the dagger stay in there? This is just me thinking about stuff, okay? So you don't have to do this, but I do it. And here could be a button. I'll just make it a dark button, right? So he has to unbutton these things to pull the daggers out. And we'll have this open like that. And then maybe like that. I'll erase this. Or it could be that they're folded over. Let's see, what happens if I just fold it over like this? This is where I start trying different stuff out. I think I like to fold it over better. So let's fold it over. I'm not going to do any more detail because I have to put the blade through here. So yeah, that's where he keeps his blade. So there's a button underneath this flap where he buttons there. He buttons the dagger away. I'm gonna take a look at my tags. Do I have tags in here? Oh wow, I didn't have any. Sorry guys, I'm putting some tags for my stream. Oops. Oh. I already did that. Okay, never mind. What art stream? Art stream? Okay, that'll work. Save that. And go back to my channel. There I am. Okay. So now I get to do the dagger, but for this I have to rotate this image for myself. So it's gonna look weird. There you go. And the blade will be going this way. Then it's gonna curve like so. It curves back here. Oops, I'm off camera again. Damn it. Okay. Curve back there. And then we have the blade attached there, which comes this way. That way. I don't want to curve it too much. It's got to sort of match the sheath. Maybe it goes up here, and then like that. It's always nice to add a little detail to the daggers. Now we'll erase this here, so you can see the blade. If I rotate it this way, there, now you can see what it looks like. Yeah, let me use the brush. It's just such a bad habit using my hand. Then I'll erase some of this information here, these lines that I put there yesterday when I was sketching this. What is that? Okay, weird. Strange. And now we're gonna have to give this hilt, or I think it's called a hilt, I'm not sure. This part. Some thickness like that. Just like that. And yeah. Looks pretty good. I'm going to make this blade a little thicker over here. And then erase some of this. And then we could put a little detail in the blade itself. something like this. Something like that. Now the other blade is over here. Right here. This is a partial blade, so I'm just going to imagine, okay, the fist here. Blade comes out, shoots this way. Maybe you could see part of the part going up. And that's good enough. And this will be in shadow completely. Just slightly shadowed. There. Now let's finish off his hip area. So we have this leg that goes into there, muscle there, his hip there, some sort of butt muscle back here. Now they do have tails, so that's going to be next, and this tail will probably be maybe going this way. Yeah, sort of like he has it in the air for balance, right? So he's ready to make a move. Down will be kind of boring. And it comes off the back. How thick is this thing? Okay. Gotta look at the thickness. There we go. Now this design continues on the tail back here. So it'll be like this. Something like that. Maybe you see less of it. I feel like I'm seeing too much of it for something that's disappearing back. And then this would be angled like this. Anyways, something like that. And he has spikes going all the way to the back also. You're not going to see him up over here. You're not going to see him here because they're in the middle of his back. You can't see it. But you could see him here. One there, one there. Another one there. Another one there. You can see the little spikes. I think we got them all clothed in now. Let's zoom out. So we have that nasty kobold with his clothes on, ready to attack somebody. Okay, these straps are not as thick as this, so I'll have to take a look at that and make these a little thicker. Of course, this hides behind the blade, so you really can't see that. And this shoulder pad, we could put some nice lighting, top-down lighting. So here we have the highlight. Just make a circle, and go like this all the way around. You could do another one, like right there. Same direction, just to show that it's brighter there. So that's how you do that. Am I missing anything? Okay, then he has scales all over. Well, he has. Never mind. He has. Gotta work on the face some over here. Let's zoom in on the face. Scoot this over. Now he has spikes on his brow, which act like hairs, right? They're not hairs, they're just spikes. Of course, from this perspective, you probably can't really see that there's spikes. Like that. And these guys, obviously, because they're reptilian, they do have scales like this. So basically, I make little circles, and they're all over the different parts of the body. Different sizes. You know, don't overcook them. Don't overdo it and cover this whole thing with circles. That's not the point. Because what we're doing is giving it texture. Maybe some hair. And then they have this all over their bodies, so we continue doing these little details. Like that. And here we have this elbow. This could be sort of like, you know, rough. Same thing with this elbow over here. Rough elbow. And continue doing the little scales. Try to do these in perspective. So these are more oval because they're on the side of the arm. And we're going to do some here in the ribs. These could be bigger. And on the hands, hip area, and then we can do this leg here. Maybe over here. And then this leg. And these are more oval. As the leg, you know, it curves. There'll be more oval over there. And then the same treatment that we did for the elbows, we could do for the knee. Like that. And the other knee over here. Because I really can't see this knee too much. And this just gives the skin texture, really nice texture, and the foot. These guys have dry feet, dry scaly feet, so we do that to show that, you know, they have dry scaly feet. And here we have a little more ovalish texture, just like that. And we can give this a little lighting. There we go. We could darken his eye. He did have dark eyes. I'm still using the H lead, but I do have HB. I mean, is it HB? Yeah, I'll use the HB, and you'll notice it's a darker. I don't have to press as hard. There. What you want to do to make the eyes like more interesting is you darken. Obviously, you darken where the highlight is, right? Then you darken the edge at the bottom of the eye over here, parts of it here and here. Let me zoom in so you can see the eye is more interesting looking. See? I could have gone in there and made it all black, but that's very boring. You want to make your stuff interesting. And of course there's a nostril, and then the nostril holes inside there. So there's a little detail there. You could put the hole here. You don't have to darken the whole thing. And then going off the eye, we have these details. They go up. So now we're getting into the rendering part, which I'm going to do another time. But it's so much fun doing the rendering. I want to stop myself. Anyways, there. Let's zoom out. So we done the sketch. We did the dressing up. And we did all the texture in the skin. We did it all in HLED. So it looks, it's nice and light. And then later on we're gonna do the rendering, and we could talk about lighting and shadows and things like that. So we're gonna have top-down lighting on this guy. So let's give him a little shadow. I switched back to my HLED. You can see how I'm doing it, right? You're not gonna see a shadow underneath this part because his foot's on the ground. I mean, you could just put a little bit. And then go this way. Now his head is going to be over here because his head is in front of this leg. So, and the body shadow will be back here. And his chest is moving forward. So we're going to have his chest shadow. And we're not going to really do too much of it. It's just a simple shadow. Then the head. And we just suggest it doesn't have the exact shape. You don't have to do that. It's not important. And the other arm, which would be back here, going back. Right? The other one going back. Like that. And then we have this leg going off the paper. And then we have the tail. So now, okay, this arm too. See this arm, I almost forgot about the arm. So this is chest here, this is the leg. The arm would be here with a dagger, right? You could like sort of draw a line down and then just go. And then we have the thick part of the fist and the arm, which gets lost into the body. There we go. So we got his shadow on the ground. And then we can work up the ground later on, put little bumps and rocks and things like that too. So now he's attached to the ground. And he has mass, and it really exists. The shadows make a big difference. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks to, I don't think I even showed up today, but it's okay. That's the way it goes. And next time, my next video is we're going to work on rendering this guy. And this is the fun part of doing the shadow work. It's like, what part do you make dark? What part do you make light? What part are we trying to accentuate? Because you don't want to render the whole thing. It'll be way too much information. You have to be picky as to like what I want the viewers to look at. Okay? Obviously, it's going to be the head. Excuse me. I'm drinking my coffee. Anyways, see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.